After 6 years of marriage, Alex claimed he needed space to rekindle the spark. He chose Sophia. I picked Ryan. We wished each other sweet dreams over the phone before running into each other at the Hilton. I had to make sure Sophia got back safely. I explained, gesturing to Ryan swaying beside me. Your brother here can barely stand. The air froze until Ryan slurred. 4's cheaper than 2 rooms with the group discount. Alex's face turned beet red. 3 months later, he dumped Sophia, begging to start fresh with a baby. Ryan answered his call, bit tied up here. She's occupied for the next 9 months. At midnight, I dialed Alex. Coming home tonight? We agreed on 3 months apart. That was the therapist's suggestion. This is for us. Emily. Be reasonable. Where are you now? Celebrating Ryan's birthday. You remember him. My throat tightened. He'd forgotten today was mine too. Sleep well, darling. The mattress shifted as the 22-year-old finance intern beneath me traced my spine. Do I still get my birthday gift? Mrs. Johnson? I stared at his half-unbuttoned Oxford shirt and rumpled slacks. You already had a birthday 6 months ago. His laugh tasted like whiskey. Your husband insisted on celebrating twice. Who am I to refuse? The memory hit us both last June when Alex vanished overnight, claiming Ryan needed him for birthday drinks. Ryan lit a cigarette, glancing at his unbuckled belt. Your call. The DoorDash notification saved me. He frowned at the discreet packaging. In my hometown, we keep our pants on for takeout. The condom wrapper crinkled as he lifted me effortlessly against the hotel door. No trace of the tipsy act from earlier. His teeth grazed my shoulder blade. Did he ever kiss you here? Our phones buzzed in unison. Alex's goodnight text overlapped with Ryan's Uber receipt. The intern's grip tightened. Still thinking about him? I crushed the cigarette against the room service menu. Who? He did. There must be. I drank quite a bit tonight too. I wouldn't dare act this crazy sober. Not sure which comment set him off. The usually gentle guy bit my lip hard enough to make me whimper. His laughter tickled my ear, sis. I haven't even started yet. Can't handle it already? My ears burned crimson at his teasing. That's when his phone rang. Seeing Alex Ford light up the screen nearly stopped my heart. He kept one hand anchored on my hip while reaching for the device. Don't answer. I grabbed the phone, fumbling to decline but accidentally accepting the call. His smirk deepened. Sis likes playing dangerous games. Huh? No. My protest died as he swiped answer, deliberately activating speakerphone beside us. Ryan. Need a favor. Alex's voice crackled through. MHM? Ryan responded, watching me bite my lip in silence. If Sophia calls, tell her I'm with you. My last shred of hope shattered. Oh. Ryan's thumb brushed my trembling thigh. Out chasing skirts again? Not worried about divorce papers? Ugh. The girl's clingy. Wants round 2. Sophia's too obedient to leave, follows commands better than a golden retriever. What about you? Didn't take any birthday presents to the Hilton tonight? Ryan's gaze locked onto me. Wickedness incarnate. His sudden thrust nearly knocked me off his lap, drawing an involuntary moan. Alex S.O. shit. Crackled through the speaker. My bad. Dude. Have fun. Will do. Ryan ended the call. Puppy dog eyes glistening. Sis hurt me. What? Where? Everywhere. If you don't kiss it better, I'll feel like some pawn. Wait. No, a pawn for you both. That pout broke me. Never. I crushed my lips to his. Never? He pulled back slightly. Then you'll divorce him, right? Silence. His smile faded. I didn't get his sudden possessiveness. Tonight was my revenge scheme, to him. I'm just another conquest. Crossing that line changes everything. No answer. No, round two. Wait, my protest became a gasp as he slammed me down. Amplified sensations mixed with regret until the dam broke. Tears spilled over. He froze. Sorry. I lost control. Did I hurt you? I need to go. You sleep with me then leave? What about me? You're grown. You can sleep alone. Fine, you fucking asshole. I scrambled to gather my things and fled the hotel. Alex returned Saturday morning to take me to his parents' house. He seemed unusually cheerful during the drive, even playing current pop hits from a playlist that hadn't updated in years. Why the new music? He hesitated. My assistant probably updated it. Switching back to our old indie rock tracks. Why'd you suddenly want me home Wednesday? Missed me? A little. He still hadn't remembered my birthday. See? Living apart works. We used to sit in silence. My bitter laugh tasted like ash. At the Ford estate, girlish laughter spilled through the doorway before we entered. Alex! A ponytailed girl dashed across the courtyard, laser focused on him. Emily only noticed me when she'd already claimed his personal space. Why are you here? Alex frowned, glancing at me. I studied the girl who'd been lighting up his texts lately fresh from UCLA. Working at his firm. 24 going on 16 with her glitter phone case. Her neon nails gestured animatedly as she explained, Grandma's making dumplings. I followed the smell. You must be the sister. Call her sister-in-law. Alex snapped. Mrs. Ford ages you. Sister's cuter. Emily looped her arm through mine at the kitchen island. Teach me please? Stop bothering her. Alex growled when she leaned too close. Then I'll bother you? She fluttered fake lashes. Alex. Fuck off. Ugh. I like sister better. She nuzzled my shoulder dramatically. How do you tolerate this grump? He smacked my palm for typos last week. The confession jolted me. I remembered our college days, how he'd hounded me for 2 weeks after I misspelled his name on our project proposal. That first time he made me cry. Then spent months softening his tone around me. Friends used to joke I'd tamed the campus tyrant. Back when his love still burned hot enough to melt even his own ironclad rules. People can change. Sophia. When are you and Alex going to start trying for a baby? Grandma asked me. This had become her weekly ritual whenever we visited. We're working on it. This year, Alex answered. Crash! A bowl shattered on the floor. Emily crouched to pick up the pieces, cutting her finger. I'm so sorry about the bowl. Oh, you're bleeding. Forget the damn bowl. Alex. Take her upstairs to bandage that. Grandma commanded, effectively ending the baby talk. Emily trailed after Alex like an eager puppy. Grandma leaned closer, whispering, Be honest with me now, is there something wrong with Alex's equipment? How else could you two go 6 years without conceiving? I nearly choked. His equipment worked fine as far as I knew, not that I'd seen it in over 2 years. His phone call about needing a second round suggested full functionality. If anything, the problem was my body. He claimed seeing me as family made intimacy feel incestuous. No issues there. I lied. Good. This old woman wants great-grandbabies. After dinner, Alex drove me home. Emily slid into the passenger seat before I could. Sorry, Sophia. I dropped my lipstick earlier. You don't mind if I touch up, do you? She batted her lashes. I stared at the vanity case. She'd already reapplied that garish red twice since emerging from Alex's study. What brand even was this? I made mental note to avoid whatever drugstore crap kept smudging. Back seat. Now. Alex's knuckles whitened on the wheel. God. You're so mean. Sophia. Tell him to stop bullying me. Emily pouted but moved. The drive became surreal. Alex kept asking about my week, where I'd gone, what I'd eaten, future plans. To outsiders, it might look like doting concern. Whenever Emily tried interjecting, he'd snap quiet, like training a misbehaved terrier. I let his attention wash over me, mind drifting to Ryan's bedroom whispers last Tuesday. Who knew Big Brother and Good Girl could sound so filthy? No wonder his exes kept crawling back. The man deserved his reputation. Sophia? Are you listening? Alex's voice jerked me back. What? Sorry. Did you say something about coming home later? His jaw tightened. You're tracking my schedule again. The therapist said to stop obsessing over my calendar. How many times must I change assistants before you stop this? He was on the verge of a breakdown. I stood frozen as Emily remained in the car, too intimidated to intervene during our argument. I'm sorry, your assistant sent me your schedule earlier this month. I deleted it. But, somehow I memorized it anyway. I don't even recognize myself anymore. My voice cracked. These past 2 years, I've become this paranoid mess. Making your assistant send me your daily itinerary. Blowing up your phone whenever you miss a call during off hours. Picking endless fights, then crying and begging for forgiveness afterward. After starting therapy, my psychologist told me to stop monitoring him, no more tracking his schedule. No phone checks. I tried. Deleted his calendar entries. Forced myself not to call or text. Resisted checking his devices. But when he'd disappear for days at a time, I'd nearly lose my mind. This meeting was scheduled last night. You wouldn't have known. Alex rubbed his temples. Go home and rest. I'll take you to the concert after work. Okay. Mortified that Emily had witnessed our fight, I scrambled out of the car with a hurried wave. At the elevator bank, my phone buzzed with a notification. Then I froze. This wasn't my device. The screen displayed a damning message. You're such an ass. Why didn't you use protection last night? Go get me Plan B. My fingers turned icy. The phone belonged to Alexander Ford. He returned moments later to retrieve it. You look pale. Are you sick? His security pin remained unchanged. Confident I hadn't seen the incriminating text. The notification still glowed on his unlocked screen. Just low blood sugar. Probably. He didn't question it. By the time I got home, delivery men were already arriving with glucose tablets, vitamins, and honey pomelo tea. He still remembered my college-era obsession, though I'd quit sugary drinks years ago for my fitness regimen. Alone in my penthouse, I stared at Ryan Wilson's pitch-black profile picture, always nocturnal. Like every time we'd met, my finger hovered before sending, "You awake?" A red exclamation point appeared. Blocked. Motherfucker. I slammed the phone down. Was I that repulsive? Alex wouldn't touch me. And now this frat boy ditched me after one night? Fuming, I sent a new request. Ryan accepted instantly. You awake? If I haven't woken up in 3 days. Check the morgue. The conversation flatlined. Why block me? I tried again. Avoiding repeat performances with heartbreakers. Well, that shut me up. So, what are you doing? Track practice. Can I come? Don't. Hey. What are you doing here? I thought you refused to get divorced. I don't know why I came either. I just needed to do something to calm my nerves. So I wouldn't keep imagining how many times Alex and that Emily had to reapply their lipstick in the office. Why the silence? You're putting me in a tough spot here. Alex is my bro, we've been tight since Sandbox days. If he finds out about this, I'm dead meat. Sis. Plus the guy's loaded and decent looking. Why are you two torturing me? But you're hotter than him. He instantly sent me a pin location. Ugh. Fine. Get over here. But we're keeping this strictly conversation. Deal. I threw on a slinky spaghetti strap dress and hailed a ride. The mountain wind whipping through the car window slapped some sense into me halfway there. Regret set in. If he was street racing with friends, wouldn't a crowd see me? What if someone recognized me? These people probably knew Alex too. By the time I'd spiraled through every worst-case scenario, we'd arrived. Figuring I'd at least say hello before bailing. I let his friends lead me toward Ryan. A huge crowd had gathered around what looked like a brawl. "Ryan! Your girl's here." The shouting stopped abruptly. "You're busy. I started backing away. He rose from the scrum. Blood smeared across his face and hands. "Sis," he said with wounded puppy eyes. "They got me. Hurts right here." "What the hell happened?" "Stop this, I'm calling the cops." I stepped between Ryan and his attackers. The thugs froze mid-swing, jaws dropping. "Don't." Ryan grabbed my phone. "These guys don't play by rules. Let's bounce." His crew erupted in disbelief. "Holy shit! Oscar-worthy performance. Damn. Respect." Ryan shot them a lethal glare that shut everyone up. At the hotel, I cleaned his cuts while he stared like I'd grown a third eye. "What?" "Just wondering how my timid little mouse found the guts to shield me today." "Weren't you scared?" "Terrified. But I couldn't let them hurt you." "Oh. So you care about me." "Sis? It's not like, kiss me. Thought we were just talking? We'll talk in bed." His mouth crashed into mine, our pent-up hunger exploding as I kissed him back just as fiercely. I kept pulling out lipsticks from my bag, swatching one after another like some deranged maniac. "What's lipstick taste like?" I asked him. "Burns like hell. Nearly killed me." "Sis." Ignoring his injuries, he kept demanding between gritted teeth, "Feel good now? If you're satisfied, you can't go back to him." Fine. The kid had insane stamina. Even after getting beaten to pulp, he kept going till dawn. We overslept. Woke at 6 a.m. to dozens of missed calls. Alex's name lit up my screen, more calls than he'd made me in a year. Ryan was still unconscious when I left. The sound of a phone smashing against the wall followed my exit. The Uber dropped me home. Alex was sprawled on the living room sofa, snapping awake at my footsteps. "Where were you last night?" My palms went clammy for the first time. "Out on a date," I teased. His expression darkened. "Who'd date you?" "Admittedly, I've been busy at work lately. But you don't need to invent lies for attention." I stayed silent. "Busy?" "Sure, busy with a second round of side chicks." "I checked with Olivia. She said you slept at her place." My hands froze mid-motion. "Don't stay over watching movies so late. She's got a boyfriend now, it's inappropriate." Olivia's my ride or die. Every fight with Alex sends me crashing at her apartment. Never thought he'd actually verify my whereabouts. Never imagined she'd cover for me either. Part of me wants the nuclear option, let him discover everything. Blow this farce sky high. But why let him off easy? He's been cycling through girls since claiming he's bored. Why should he get peace? Divorce? Never. We'll rot together in this hell. Come straight from the hotel this morning? Why so early? His pupils constricted. Hotel? What are you, slip of the tongue? Meant the office. Right. I forced a smile. Can't fathom why a CEO needs all-nighters. Linda mentioned you've been MIA multiple evenings this month, must be camping at headquarters? We've been separated for months. Alex stays downtown near Ford Enterprises. Hired Linda as his housekeeper because God knows he can't boil water. Bring him groceries myself sometimes. Linda's casual chatter always reveals more than it should. Tracking me again. Sophia? We agreed to stop this. Didn't ask. Linda volunteered details during my last drop-off. His jaw tightened. You realize this insanity turns me off? What man stays hard around a paranoid lunatic? I froze. How could I get hard for that? A little girl? He was stunned. What the hell are you talking about? He pulled out concert tickets. I waited all night at yesterday's show. Your phone was off. Had someone get tonight's tickets. Idiot. Thanks. Was supposed to go with you. But I've got plans tonight. Fine. Alex lied. He dressed this casually specifically for the concert. His reason for bailing? Probably pissed that Linda leaked his whereabouts. He left angry. Sure enough. Linda told me he fired her right after. Staring at the tickets, I texted Olivia a photo. Concert, wanna go? OMG, you finally texted. Where were you last night? Almost had a heart attack. We went together. Olivia said I'd lost it, staying out all night without warning. When Alex called, I nearly died trying not to slip up. Who were you with last night? Ryan, holy shit, Alex's party animal buddy? She thought I'd gone insane. Is Alex hooking up again? Yeah, number, lost count. Olivia sighed. No wonder you're spiraling. If he doesn't love you, why the constant care? Buys you gifts from every trip, panics over sniffles. No one's pampered me like that except my parents, but he won't touch me. Why? Screw around with girls then? Pity, scared of hurting you. She eyed me. You actually believe that bullshit? How long since he? Over 2 years, maybe. Damn, and you're still not divorcing? I want to, just can't let him off easy. We've been together since freshman year, 10 years, proposed on graduation day, called me his angel, feels like yesterday, now I'm his crazy bitch. Talk to him. He's busy, everyone has an hour. And stop messing with Ryan, his family's connected, could make girlfriends vanish, right? I barely registered the concert, kept thinking, pulled out my phone to delete Ryan, but maybe he'd already cut ties. I tested with a nudge. It went through. What? He instantly replied, mistap. Bored and remembering my tool, not available tonight. So icy. Fine, wanna delete each other then? I really don't have time today, and did you know it's unhealthy for girls to be too enthusiastic about certain things? No idea. So goodbye? Screw goodbye, what the hell are you doing anyway? At a concert. Then keep waiting, unbelievable. I didn't know what he meant by waiting, maybe blocking me, whatever. I blocked him too. He's notoriously the campus playboy. He's no saint, and I'm no angel either. Perfect match. A mutually beneficial arrangement, clean break. No strings attached. After some thought, I texted Alexander Ford, can you come home tonight? We need to talk. Whether it's divorce or continuing this farce. We need closure. Can't keep drifting like this. I'll pick you up. The concert ended. I waited at the intersection, spotting Alex's car when my phone buzzed. Turn around. Sis. Ryan Wilson stood silhouetted against streetlights, straddling his racing motorcycle. He walked toward me grinning. Didn't we just block each other? Why's he sending new friend requests? When he reached to ruffle my hair, I flinched back, just as Alex's Mercedes pulled up beside us. Ryan's smile froze. Alex rolled down the window. Eyes narrowed. What are you doing here? Ryan kept staring at me instead of answering. Why me? He's giving me a ride. Olivia stood nearby, wide-eyed, silently absorbing this train wreck. Since when do you two know each other? Alex looked between them, baffled. We met randomly. Throughout this, Ryan never spoke, his gaze burning into me, settling into the passenger seat. I watched through the rearview as he chain-smoked 3 cigarettes without moving. What's so interesting? Alex asked. Nothing. Tell Olivia to stay away from Ryan. She's got a boyfriend. And that creep's gone full psycho lately, hooked up with some married woman. Married? My hands started trembling. What did you tell him? What could I say? Don't get caught. Serves him right for sleeping around. I'd never checked Ryan's socials before. No need to know his business. But hearing this, I accepted his friend request and scrolled through his Instagram feed. I can get fooled by 3 women, but never get tricked by the same woman 3 times. Alex commented, dude. Karma's a bitch. Huh? Ha ha ha. I instinctively jerked my phone away when a hand suddenly reached for it. I need to use your GPS. The roads flooded up ahead. Alex said, eyeing me curiously. You're acting like you've got secrets in there. Weren't you the one preaching about respecting privacy? I retorted. opening my phone to delete Ryan's contact before slowly launching the navigation app. Sitting in his car. It struck me, was this how Alex felt whenever I used to ask for his phone? That gut-churning panic. The cold sweat even after deleting compromising stuff? Our conversation never happened. He got a call halfway through, dropping me home before rushing out with "I'll be right back." His version of right back meant staggering in at 5 a.m., finding me half asleep on the couch. "What did you want to discuss last night?" he asked. Tie already straightened for work. Forgot. I lied, watching him leave without pressing further. Olivia's text buzzed through my solitude. "Ryan's gone full psycho asking when you're finally divorcing." Soon enough. That's your takeaway? He's literally trying to home wreck. More like kicking a crumbling wall. Family dinner at the Ford estate brought unwelcome surprises. Emily's presence didn't faze me, but seeing Ryan nearly made me choke. "What are you doing here?" Alex and I demanded in unison. "Charming." Ryan smirked. "Just checking on my boy." His hand clapped Alex's shoulder. "That situation from the other night settled?" Alex shot him a warning glare. "Scawy." Ryan fake pouted at me. "He's being mean." "Sis. That's Mrs. Ford to you." Alex snapped. "Mrs. Ford." Ryan drawled, leaning closer as Alex walked away. His whisper tickled my ear. "We really should exchange contacts. Don't you think?" "Sis. Does he know we've kissed so much in private?" "You." "Ugh. You blocked me again." Waking up to find myself blocked. The world is ending. "Sis." I got goosebumps. Completely clueless about his intentions. Then during dinner, his motive became clear. Turns out Alexander Ford's grandfather wanted to set up Emily Johnson with Ryan Wilson, inviting them for a family meal. They even asked us to play matchmakers. My vision literally darkened. They're compatible, I guess. What else could I say? Whatever, Ryan's a lost cause anyway. I'll introduce Emily to someone better later. Alex obviously disapproved. Then who exactly would you set me up with? Emily challenged Alex at the table, voice trembling with tears. My first thought, they'd fought. Oh, this drama's getting good. The company's full of singles. Must they be unattached? The moment those words left his lips, Grandpa adjusted his glasses to hide the awkwardness. "Stop spectating and eat." "Sis." Ryan whispered near my ear, sliding me a peeled shrimp. "Ryan. What are you doing?" Alex snapped mid-argument with Emily, still noticing everything. "Forgot you're allergic after peeling it. Can't let it go to waste, you don't mind. Right, sis?" I washed my hands. His audacity stunned me. "Thanks." As I reached for it, Alex snatched and ate it himself. "You're allergic too." Ryan smirked. "Piss off. Behave." Alex dismissed him irritably. Ryan stayed silent afterward. The grandparents kept pushing Emily and Ryan to spend time together. "You've grown up knowing each other so well, it'd be perfect." "Grandma. I already like someone." Emily declined gently. "Grandpa. She's not my type either." Ryan stated bluntly. "What is your type then?" Grandpa pressed. Ryan glanced at me. His gaze always unnerved me. A mature woman. Someone like sis here, gentle. Devoted. So in love with Mr. Ford. Truly admirable. His quick save probably prevented Alex from flipping the table. "What about you, dear? What's your ideal partner?" Grandma asked Emily. Emily stared at Alex, then burst into tears. "We just broke up. I'm done with dating forever." "They broke up?" My jaw dropped. "Oh honey. We never even met them." "What happened?" Grandma comforted her, patting her shoulder. Emily stayed silent for a long moment, as if steeling herself. "He didn't want me to keep his child." made me get an abortion, then broke up. The entire dinner table collectively stopped breathing. The air thickened with unbearable awkwardness. Honestly, I lost my appetite too. She'd been pregnant with Alex's child. What followed was Emily crying, the elders murmuring empty comforts, Alex chain-smoking outside while Ryan kept glancing at me as I pretended to scroll mindlessly through my phone. This meal kept delivering gut punches, each revelation heavier than the last. After dinner, Alex organized a basketball game with Ryan and others. I wanted to bail, but Emily insisted I accompany her for fresh air. We walked in tense silence until she blurted, "Aren't you going to ask who he is? You'll tell me if you want to." "Forget it. You wouldn't know him anyway." She paused, then leveled me with a stare. "What's it like being loved by Alex?" I nearly laughed. "How would I know? He doesn't love me." "Don't overthink it. You two seem so devoted. I just wonder what that forever kind of love feels like. Not as perfect as you imagine." I studied her face. Was it worth it? Terminating a pregnancy for someone who doesn't care? Alex can be ruthless, abandoning his own flesh and blood. Her voice turned wistful. But those weeks when I carried his child? Pure happiness. He just can't have this one right now. My spine stiffened. What's that supposed to mean? He's still married. His wife refuses the divorce. Emily stated it like weather forecast. You knowingly got pregnant with a married man's child? My incredulous laugh hung between us. But he hates her. Says she suffocates him. Claims I'm the only one who makes him feel alive. Her eyes shone with fanatical conviction. He loves me. We'll have another child when the time's right. My moral compass short-circuited. Since when did love and marriage become separate battlegrounds? Sophia, don't you think clinging to a dead marriage is pathetic? Her barb hit precisely. I'd never settle for legal paperwork over real love. The unspoken accusation hung between us. Why hadn't I left yet? If he truly loved you, why isn't he divorcing his wife to marry you? Especially now? My counterpunch landed hard. Emily's composure cracked, tears pooling as she bit her lip raw. In that moment, exhaustion flooded me deeper and heavier than I'd ever known. Alex's anxiety became palpable during the game, his eyes darting our way between every play. The instant the final buzzer sounded, he sprinted over. What were you discussing? Emily's planning to try for another baby with her boyfriend soon. My sweet tone dripped arsenic. Alex's glare could have vaporized Emily on the spot. The color drained from her face. Emily, fetch the contract from my car and deliver it to the office. She hesitated, casting me one last conflicted look before trailing him to the parking lot. Alex, the moment they were alone, Emily lunged for an embrace. He shoved her away like contaminated goods. What were you talking about? He demanded. Why are you so nervous? I didn't tell her it was you. Emily pouted tearfully. What do you actually want? I want to lay all the cards on the table. Make her divorce you. Emily wrapped her arms around Alex again. Why should you keep supporting her? That old hag's still clinging to your last name. Who does she think? Alex's hand closed around her throat. Take one step near her again and I'll ship you back to the States myself. Emily froze mid-sob, then rose on tiptoes to kiss him. Alex initially resisted before gripping her waist. Why can't you behave? The next moment they were locked in a passionate kiss, lips smearing wetly. Don't look. Warm palms covered my eyes from behind. Ryan's calloused fingers brushed my cheeks, coming away damp. Why the tears? His usual cocky tone had vanished. Do I look old and haggard to you? Ancient. Sis. His smirk returned. Still wrecking me completely though. Idiot. Like he's not wrecking me? They're kissing. Should we? I tilted my face up. Thought you wanted to block me last week. Fine. Forget it. I turned to leave. Ryan grabbed my wrist. Fuck it. His lips met mine without heat. Just tender pressure absorbing my tears. He's not worth this. The kiss deepened until he nipped my lower lip. Why him? Sophia? Why cry over that bastard? That system more than expected. What began as chaste contact escalated when I clutched his jersey. He broke away panting. Jesus. Keep this up and your husband's gonna see. Scared of him? Terrified of you. Ryan adjusted his basketball shorts with a strained laugh. Look what you've done. How am I supposed to play now? The prominent bulge made me flush. Baseball? Fuck around again. He growled. And I'll take you to my truck. Keep you here all night. Right. The drinks. I scrambled backward. He sat scowling on the bleachers as I retreated to the court's edge. My mind drifted through memories meeting Alex at that charity gala. His confession under cherry blossoms. The first breakup text that shattered me, every time I think about the outcome. Ryan's face pops into my mind. Those half-joking words he said earlier keep replaying. Why does it have to be him? Sophia? Can't I be the one? The way he called me Sophia still twists like a knife in my chest. Before I could sort through my thoughts, Alex came striding over after his basketball game. Sweat dripping. He planted himself in front of me. Water. Emily immediately opened a bottle. But he ignored her outstretched hand, staring at me until I stood up to open one myself. He chugged it in 3 gulps. That familiar motion transporting me back to college days when I'd attend every game. The only one whose water bottles he'd accept. 10 years. 10 years of twisting open sports drinks and pretending not to notice when his fingers brushed mine. Alex, my throat tightened. Maybe we should get divorced. His water bottle crumpled. What did you say? Divorce. Isn't it better to let go than watch people we once loved suffocate between marriage and actual affection? He didn't answer. Just crashed his lips against mine with bruising force. I stayed motionless. Eyes open. Counting the seconds. When was our last real kiss? 3 years? 4? Even during sex. We'd avoid this intimacy. The realization crystallized he'd stopped wanting me long before stopping the pretense. Yet here we were. His desperation tasting like panic. Hands clawing at my back as if to physically absorb me. Over his shoulder. I saw Ryan watching from the bleachers. That wounded question still hanging between us. Thirsty. Sophia? Ryan materialized beside us. Smile not reaching his eyes. The basketball hit his temple before I could blink. Get your own damn water. Alex roared. Shock flashing across his face as blood trickled down Ryan's cheek. Chaos erupted, teammates pulling Alex back. Emily scrambling for first aid supplies. Through the commotion, Ryan never broke eye contact with me. Hurts like hell. Sophia, he murmured when Alex stormed off to chain smoke. But not as much as watching you leave with him. The car ride home choked with silence until Alex suddenly gripped the steering wheel. We're not divorcing. You can track my location. Go through my phone. Daily check-ins. Whatever. Just, not that. Emily's tearful sprint from the parking lot replayed in my mind. Why cling to empty rituals? Alex? When did for better or worse become a life sentence? I will never divorce you in this lifetime. Alexander Ford refused to agree to the divorce. He moved back home, declaring we wouldn't separate. Not only that, but he started staying with me almost 24/7, even sharing the same bed. When he began unbuttoning my pajamas, I shifted away. What's wrong? Didn't you say you wanted a child? He tried kissing me again, but I turned my face. I'm tired. I'll sleep in the guest room. I realized I'd started recoiling from him. Simply lying in the same bed became unbearable. Ryan Wilson texted me again. It's okay if you don't add me back. I just want to know you're all right. I'm fine. Please don't block me. I'll be good, just let me see your posts. No likes. No comments. I won't interfere. I'd meant to delete him, but his plea softened me. I simply erased our chat history instead. Who are you texting all day? Alex demanded, watching me clutch my phone. You haven't said 2 words to me. No one. Then why the sudden divorce? You really don't know? I don't. I'm bored. The security guard at our gate excites me more than you do. Happy now? Alex froze, processing this. You weren't home that day. Not at Olivia's either. Who is he? His eyes burned through me before he snatched my phone. Our struggle was laughably mismatched. Though I'd changed the passcode, he guessed it within minutes, still knowing me too well. I prayed Ryan wouldn't message, yet perversely hoped he'd send something like "I miss you" to infuriate Alex. He combed through every app and contact, finding nothing unusual among familiar names. Either you never chatted or scrubbed it clean. But if I find out who he is, Alex, do you realize what you're becoming? What? An unhinged lunatic. I threw his own words back. He flinched. I'm sorry. He finally sighed, returning my phone. When did you add Ryan Wilson? Why? Forgot. He had no retort. Perhaps Alex truly wanted to fix things. For a week, he came home early to cook, read with me, and stood vigil in my bedroom until I fell asleep before retreating to his own room. I didn't contact Ryan again. He must hate me now. My silence answering his daily posts. Frowny face women are terrifying. Never forgiving her. Forgetting her tomorrow. Olivia sent me the screenshots. Is he actually in love with you? I felt shocked, but dismissed it as typical guy games. I probably won't contact him again anyway. Yet despite swearing to avoid Ryan forever, I kept bumping into him everywhere: breakfast joints, supermarkets, traffic lights. Each time he looked through me like a stranger, never acknowledging our past. Rumor had it he chopped off his bleached tips, started working at his father's company, settled down. Good for him. With his looks and wealth, girls probably lined up around the block. I was just another forgettable blip in his privileged life. That weekend, cramps had me sweating through my sheets. After hours of agony, I texted Alex, frowny face asleep, going to bed. Good night. His empty apartment greeted me when I knocked. Slumping against the wall, I scrolled through my phone. Emily's new post caught my eye. Midnight rendezvous with a shadowy figure I'd recognize anywhere. By the time I double-checked, she'd already deleted it. So Alex loved me by daylight, then slipped away to others after tucking me in? As I exited the app, Ryan's friend request notification popped up. Sent days earlier. Frowny face, you deleted me again? Keep pushing and I'll hunt you down. I accepted. His latest post from 5 minutes ago screamed, frowny face, who does she think she is? Aimed at me? I commented, frowny face, can you call me a ride? Mr. Thing? The post vanished instantly, replaced by frowny face, who do I think I am? His DM arrived immediately. Frowny face location? Too weak to type. I sent my coordinates and a voice message whimpering about dying from pain. 15 minutes. He replied. Ryan's 15 minutes meant 10. He later bragged about running 5 red lights and nearly meeting my maker. At the ER, doctors diagnosed acute appendicitis requiring immediate surgery. When they asked for family consent, Alex's phone went straight to voicemail. Goddamn that bastard. Ryan's outburst startled me. He'd always played the soft boy around me, complaining about paper cuts, losing playground fights. Since when did he curse like this? Can't I sign? Ryan gripped the consent form. I'm her future family. The doctor blinked at us both. The final signature on the discharge papers was my own. Ryan had been waiting by the door the entire time. When I stepped out, his eyes were still red-rimmed. He kept saying he'd been imagining what he'd do if I died. I reminded him it was a routine appendectomy, people don't die from those. Even the surgeons found his dramatics ridiculous. By dawn, Alex finally texted frowny face, "What's up? Where were you last night?" I typed back, "Business trip. You promised no more trips." "You've been icing me out at home anyway, thought you were tired of me, flew to New York for meetings, time zones suck. We'll talk when I'm back." I didn't respond. Recovery was quick, standard for outpatient surgery. No visits from Alex, not even a get well text. Typical ghosting after our fights. Ryan became my unexpected nurse, griping through clenched teeth. "I usually love seeing you in bed, but watching you turn into a human hospital gown, major mood killer. Never get sick again. Pale doesn't suit you. Who looks good sick then? Christ. Sometimes I want to slap you," he muttered, yet still brought warm washcloths for my forehead and did my laundry. Post-discharge, I couldn't face our apartment. The memory of stale arguments clung to the walls. Ryan offered his place, declined, checked into a boutique hotel near Central Park instead, planning an extended stay. At Whole Foods that evening, Ryan side-eyed my shopping bag. "Doctor said rest. Why the lube? $20 off orders over $188, force of habit." Unbelievable. He practically threw the bag into the trunk, cheeks flaming. "Relax, it's just for the discount. Try anything funny and I'll narc to your surgeon myself." Watching him squirm was better than cabled. "I'm not an animal." The blush crept to his ears. Poor guy was clearly touch-starved. Our elevator doors opened to a soap opera scene. Alex cradling Emily in the hallway, her tearful plea hanging in the air. "I'm young but I know what I want. Every time I imagine you in bed with her, we're married." Emily. Alex's exhaustion mirrored my surgical scars. "I don't care. I need enough." We froze, caught in the crossfire, too late to retreat, 4 pairs of eyes locked. The numbers above the elevator kept climbing, 12, 14, 16, anything to escape this fresh hell. Now, they were walking straight toward us. I wasn't as heartbroken as I'd imagined. If anything, I felt more nervous than Alex. The moment Alex saw me, he let go. Emily, who'd been drunkenly squirming in his arms as he carried her princess style, abruptly found herself standing on the pavement. Our eyes met, the air so still you could hear a pin drop. Alex spoke first. "She had too much to drink." "Yeah, I noticed. I couldn't just leave her alone at the bar." His logic was flawless. "And you too, ran into him on the street. He was passed out drunk." "Figured I couldn't leave your brother rotting on the sidewalk." Alex's expression darkened. The next minute stretched in suffocating silence, a calm lake surface masking turbulent undercurrents. He was questioning, winged. I was past caring. Meanwhile, Ryan instantly leaned into his drunk act. "Thank God you're here. Let's book 2 rooms through the app. There's a $50 off coupon if we spend over $8,000. Want to split the order?" Freaking psycho. Watching Alex's face cycle through crimson, ashen, and ghostly pale was delicious. "Gonna puke," Ryan announced, shattering the tension as he shoved open a hotel room door. Alex stalked into the adjacent room. The second our door closed, Ryan pinned me against it. "Kiss me, babe. Don't you dare vomit in my mouth. Since when do you care?" His lips crashed against mine, feverish and skilled. I didn't dare reciprocate, not with Alex next door. But damn if Ryan wasn't good. Within minutes, my legs turned to jelly. The shopping bag slipped from my grasp, contents scattering across the floor. "You smell incredible," he murmured against my neck. "Don't want to leave." "Where are you going?" "To get my ass kicked." 3 casual words that chilled me. Before I could react, fists hammered the door. "Lock it after I'm gone." He ruffled my hair like this was any normal goodbye, then strode toward the slaughter. Alex's glare burned through me when Ryan opened the door. "Took you long enough. What were you?" His sentence died as he spotted the strewn belongings, including that unmistakable little box. The punch landed before anyone blinked. "You bastard. You touched my wife." Ryan didn't dodge. The crack of knuckles on bone echoed. I lunged forward to intervene. Ryan slammed the door shut and locked it. "Stay inside." "It's fine." "Fine?" His nose was bleeding. The 2 men were brawling violently outside. I ended up calling the police. At 3 a.m., all 4 of us got hauled to the station for questioning. The officer lectured Ryan. "Sophia is Alex's wife. Taking her to a hotel? That's morally bankrupt. We could detain you for this." "I never claimed to have morals." Ryan shrugged. The cop fell silent. Alex tried to charge at him again but got restrained. Eventually, Ryan's parents came to bail him out. His mother shook her head at me. "You're married yet seducing my son? Have you no conscience?" "I seduced her first," Ryan interjected. His father immediately slapped him across the face, adding another beating to his night. When Alex's parents arrived, they remained quiet. Seeing Emily, they merely commented, "Look how you've grown. We remember you as this little girl." This messy four-way cheating scandal had somehow turned into a family reunion. I laughed bitterly. I wanted divorce papers. After mailing them, I never returned home. Alex agreed to sign on one condition: have one last civilized dinner together. His family had always treated me well. No point making ugly scenes now. The moment I arrived at the restaurant, I knew something was off. My parents and his relatives filled the lavishly decorated venue. "What's this about?" I demanded. He stayed silent. With everyone watching, I couldn't make a scene. During dinner, his grandparents pressed, "Just tell us already, are you pregnant? Is this the big surprise?" I froze. They clearly didn't know about the divorce. I'd kept it from my parents too, avoiding their inevitable pleas for reconciliation. Then Alex pulled out a ring box and knelt. "Not pregnancy. Today marks our 10-year anniversary with Sophia. I want to renew our vows." The crowd erupted in applause. How romantic! Only Alex would remember decade anniversaries. "Sophia," he declared, "these 10 years I've made mistakes. But I realize now I still love you. Will you marry me again?" The room chanted "Say yes." Through tears. I stood there equal parts furious and amused. The kicker? It wasn't even my actual birthday. How could this be? "Your ID clearly states the state." I've been planning this for ages. I've always celebrated my lunar birthday. But on the actual day, you claimed you were with Ryan for his birthday, except he wasn't even with you that night. My voice cracked as Alex froze mid-sip of champagne. "So tell me, who were you really with? 10 years together. And you forgot my birthday? You say you love me. Don't you find that laughable yourself? Must you ruin the mood?" His mother interjected, her pearls clattering nervously. "It's just a celebration, Sophia. No need for theatrics." "Exactly." My own parents chimed in, their loyalty shifting like quicksand. "Let it go, dear." The room tilted. 10 years of shared tax returns and his gym socks in my laundry, only to discover the divorce papers I'd served him last week were now being weaponized. While I'd been measuring window treatments for our Hamptons cottage, Alex had been orchestrating this circus, flying in cousins from Boca Raton, bribing his Yale roommate to testify about our communication issues. "Sophia, be reasonable," his father boomed over the clink of crystal. "We're not getting any younger. That grandchild could have been here years ago if your son hadn't forced Emily to terminate her pregnancy." The words tore out of me. 6 pairs of Ford family eyes darted to the Venetian plaster ceiling. "Oh, don't pretend you didn't know. Your precious heir's been canoodling with his junior analyst at Cipriani, even reapplied her lipstick in my powder room after my throat constricted. And let's not forget when he missed my appendectomy to comfort her work stress at the Standard." Alex's tin faded 3 shades. "I've made mistakes. But mistakes?" The Mont Blanc pen felt cold in my palm. "You've had a decade of chances. Sign. Before I tweet the security footage of Emily sobbing in our pool house." The slap echoed before I registered moving. Emily's cheek bloomed crimson beneath dripping Cabernet. "You knew!" she hissed, mascara rivers cutting through the wine. "Why stay? Better question, why play mistress to a man who'll replace you with the next 25-year-old hedge fund groupie?" My iPhone captured her shuddering gasp. Instagram caption drafted before the elevator doors closed: "Congratulations to my soon-to-be ex, welcome to your new side piece." The penthouse sold itself. My Park Avenue sublet smelled of fresh paint and possibility. Alex's daily deliveries, peonies from Putnam and Putnam, Birkin prototypes, deeds to absurd Tribeca lofts, piled up unopened. Let him bankrupt himself. Every over-the-top gesture only fattened my settlement. "Take it all," he'd begged at our final mediation. Rolex rattling against the conference table. Just say there's a chance. I'd sipped my matcha latte slowly, savoring the bitterness. Keep sending those checks, Alex. Who knows? The lie tasted sweeter than the $12 pastry he'd nervously ordered. Stranger things have happened. Outside, spring rain washed the city clean. My new business cards, Sophia Brown, Senior VP of Acquisitions, gleamed in their case. Somewhere across town, Emily was probably Googling how to remove red wine from blonde highlights. I hailed a cab. Let the Fords keep their Hampton compound and trust fund babies. My future smelled like espresso and unapologetic ambition. He thought a marriage certificate was just a piece of paper, and that our years of feelings didn't need that document. I kept accepting all his gifts. Then I sold the bags, sold the apartment, threw away the flowers. He still texted me daily. I didn't block him, didn't reply. Reading his good morning and good night texts became darkly amusing. Ryan and I hadn't spoken in 2 months. Rumor was his father beat him badly and shipped him overseas. Seems like he'd been getting beaten up constantly since meeting me. Scrolling through Ryan's social media, his last post remained frowny face tomorrow I'll forget her. Days passed until one evening after work. Restless, I rode the subway aimlessly and ended up in Ryan's neighborhood. I didn't actually know his address. Just the general area. He wasn't even in the country. What was I thinking? At the intersection, someone flicked my forehead. You're not looking for me, are you? Looking up at Ryan's face felt surreal. He was so tall we'd spent more time horizontal than vertical. I'd never properly registered his height. Had he always towered over me like this? What a coincidence, I said, genuinely startled. Actually searching for me? Yes. His head was bandaged. That bad? Another fight? Dad's handiwork. Why? And when Alex hit you last time, why didn't dodge? Here to lecture me. Princess? No. Checking if you're alive. 2 months later? His jaw tightened. Why not wait till my funeral? You've been waiting? No. He looked away. Tension radiating. I'll head home. The awkwardness of 2 months' silence pressed between us. He touched his bandage. It's still bleeding. Help me change it? Fine. His apartment revealed worse injuries. How? Can't win against him. Then why fight? Have to. He sighed. Alex keeps posting cooking videos lately. Noticed. Not going out. Just cooking. Good for him. If he's treating you better now, that's what matters. The bitterness in his smile matched the metallic scent of his blood-stained gauze. You want it like this? Then what can I do? My hand froze midair. I tell myself 800 times a day, you won't get divorced. You just want to fool around. I don't even have the right to be jealous. I'm so messed up. But even then, the moment you text me, all my resolutions crumble. That day when you were dying in pain, I couldn't sign the consent forms because I'm not family. Do you know how devastated I was? Just leave. I won't like you anymore. Sis. I'll be fine on my own. He turned his face away, refusing to let me see. Seeing his coldness, I took the hint. I'm leaving then. Go ahead. Goodbye. Forever. I grabbed my purse, but paused at the door remembering he hadn't eaten. Want takeout? He gritted out one syllable. Yes. I retreated to order 2 fried rice combos. We ate silently at his place. When I gathered the containers to leave, he snapped. So you really just came for takeout? Well, I hadn't had dinner. What did you expect? His temper flared again. Watching his reaction, I tentatively asked, Want a kiss? His eyes widened. In your dreams. You'll kiss me then dump me again? What am I? Some prop in your twisted game? I'm done falling for your tricks. So, do you want it or not? Yes. He looked up pitifully. But you have to come here. I'm not moving. Fine. Within 2 minutes, he'd seized control of the kiss. Ugh. Annoying. What? My possessive side's raging. Even if you're still married. I want you to be mine. I'm divorced. Seriously? Yeah. Why didn't you say so earlier? Say what? That kissing you felt morally wrong? Good thing I have no morals. Ryan! Not there. We wrestled till midnight before he finally slept. His phone screen still glowed beside him, displaying his recent post frowny face for getting her tomorrow. Underneath, his own comment from 5 minutes ago, frowny face tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. All his brothers were laughing at him below. Wow. Ryan is really head over heels. Totally in love. Tomorrow and tomorrow again? Do you even believe that yourself? Quit flaunting your relationship on social media like some lovesick puppy. Bro. If you've got nothing to post, just don't. The singles here didn't ask for this. 3 months post-divorce. Alex seemed to have calmed down. No more flowers. No designer bags. No more desperate attempts to win me back. Rumor had it his family was arranging his engagement to Emily. A decade-long relationship. Yet he moved on within days and completely exited our marriage in 3 months. When Olivia asked how I felt about Alex's engagement to Emily, I admitted it wasn't entirely indifference. Not hatred. Just visceral disgust, like witnessing some tawdry affair from the sidelines that barely registered beyond momentary revulsion. The day before their engagement, Alex texted, "You sending me a gift?" I left it unanswered. That night, his call came through. "Sophia, I'm getting engaged tomorrow." Yeah. Congratulations. A pause. No more good morning texts. No more taking care of you. You'll be okay? MMHM. Don't you have anything else to say to me? No. But I do. Don't hang up. That night at Ryan's birthday, how did you know I lied? Did he tell you later? I sighed. Why dredge this up now? Guess who was with Ryan that night? What? Confusion thickened his voice. You can have your junior. I can have your bro. The line went dead as Alex hung up violently. Ryan's phone started blowing up immediately. He ignored every call. 2 hours later, I thought the drama had subsided. Then the drunk dial came, slurred words soaked in desperation. "Sophia, I canceled everything. Can't forget you. Let's start over. Have those 2 kids you always wanted, one with your eyes. One with my smile." As Alex rambled drunken promises, the man beneath me lost patience. Snatching my phone, Ryan hit speakerphone. Bad timing. She just got pregnant 2 hours ago. My sharp inhale coincided with Alex's hysterical scream through the receiver. Ryan bit my shoulder in retaliation, the sting pulling another gasp from me as chaos erupted from the device still clutched in his hand. Ryan. What the hell are you doing? Sophia. He sputtered incoherently. Ryan. I'll kill you. My scalp crawled with revulsion. But Ryan wouldn't let me hang up. Calling it punishment. The louder Alex shouted, the more vicious Ryan became with me. Don't you love this, sweetheart? Ryan's breath scorched my ear. Guess whether he'll beg me through tears to go easier on you? Ryan, you're deranged. Stop this. Exactly. I'm fucking unhinged. His grip tightened painfully. Knowing you smiled at him like that before, it's been driving me mad for years. Deleted me so fast after the divorce but kept his contact. Cute. I bit back retorts. Every protest only fueled his retaliation. When his teeth finally drew blood from my lip, he growled. Test me again and we won't stop at round 2. Fine. Can we sleep now? Sure. His thumb brushed the bite mark. Say you love me. I love you. Good girl. He kissed my temple. Love you too. Only then did he relent. He slid a ring onto my finger, snapped a photo, and posted it online with mine. I woke past noon to news of Alex's cancelled wedding. He'd apparently confronted Ryan again. I found Ryan perched on my bed, lower lip trembling with artfully red-rimmed eyes and a barely there scratch on his cheek. That bastard Alex. After dressing, I stormed to Alex's penthouse, only to find him hospitalized, face bandaged and arm in a cast. Did you fall? Your boy toy happened. Alex glared through swollen eyelids. I turned to Ryan, who shrugged. What? Should I just take his beatings forever? But you said you couldn't fight him. Alex vibrated with rage. That's his fucking act. He's been thrashing me since we were kids. Open your eyes. He's been scheming to steal you for years. Ryan caught my hand. All wounded innocents. Don't listen to him. Baby. He's gaslighting you. Alex's four-line shook. I fell for his best friend routine. 2. Look what he did to me. Oddly, Ryan's pout stirred protectiveness while Alex's whining grated. Shouldn't you get beaten for being weak? I snapped. Losers blame others. As I turned to leave, Ryan handed Alex his phone. What's this? Our wedding registry. Ryan smirked. Thought you'd want first dibs on gift giving, considering all this. Alex's monitor flatlined for 3 glorious seconds. Isn't that other hand still functional? Ryan flipped open the camera, shoving his phone into Alex's grasp. I didn't come empty-handed to visit my bro. Take a proper photo of us. He pulled me close, planting a kiss on my cheek while theatrically angling his head for multiple shots. After selecting a shot prominently featuring our matching rings, Ryan immediately posted on Instagram with the caption frowny face. Thanks for the photo. Ex-husband material. Living my best life. I froze momentarily. He'd forgotten today was also my birthday. Alex remained shell-shocked as Ryan led me out by the hand. The corridor erupted with guttural screams moments later. Security cameras later showed Alex crawling like a deranged crab through the hospital halls, shattered limbs screeching against linoleum as he trailed blood smears for hundreds of feet. During our drive home, Ryan suddenly gripped my hand tighter. Emily, I don't want your next decade. Excuse me? I'm planning to live till 80. That leaves 56 years there, all yours. Every damn second. What's the difference? Everything. His thumb brushed my knuckles. You hold the reins now. Unconditional surrender, that's my vow. I raised an eyebrow. Even, at night? He flushed crimson. We're having a moment here. But fine, you take the first shift. I'll handle the graveyard hours. Compromise? Starting now? Ryan checked his watch and grinned wolfishly. Damn right. Let's go, princess.